I know it's recording. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you today about this. We probably all recognize this. It's the plant marijuana. Okay? And it doesn't matter whether you know it as pot, grass, weed, or any one of 200 other names. According to the American Council for Drug Education, it's the most commonly used illicit drug. Adults use it, teens use it, anyone uses it. It can be smoked, it can be put in a bong, it can be mixed with tea leaves, it can be cooked in brownies. Any way you want it, you can take it. Okay? So, there's over 400 chemicals in this. The most commonly talked about one, and you'll have to forgive my pronunciation, is Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC, for those of us that just can't get their tongue around it. So no matter how you ingest it, the effect is the same. You're going to get high. Okay. Again, according to the American Council for Drug Education, it's going to decrease your reaction times, decrease your short-term memory, but on the upside, you get a better mood and a more relaxed state. Okay, I kind of like that idea myself. There's some plus points. Right now, I believe, according to Wikipedia, all places, you can find 9 states that have decriminalized marijuana. That means if you carry a small amount, you're not going to be prosecuted. It might be taken from you, but they'll usually let you go in favor of pursuing people who are trafficking for drugs. DrugSense says to you, check it out, the Compassionate Use Act of 1996 in California says that if you have cancer, AIDS, anorexia, a pain disorder, arthritis, or even a migraine, you can legally obtain a prescription from a doctor for marijuana to help you. The FDA has a pill called Marinol. It contains THC, the drug I just mentioned, the one that's most popular, talked about. It's the one that causes most of the mind-altering behavior. This drug is what gives people the effect, and it's what is believed to help moderate the pain that you might be in, or help with, if you're a cancer patient, you might be having treatment that prevents you from wanting to eat. This gives you the munchies. Everybody, I'm sure, is familiar with that term. You ingest marijuana, you want to eat it. Kind of helps. You compare the US with a country like the Netherlands. The Netherlands has coffee houses. These are places where people over the age of 18 can go. There's no alcohol allowed there, but you can purchase non-alcoholic drinks while you also purchase up to 5 grams is allowed of marijuana. On site, they're regulated similarly to liquor license laws here. You can sell beer, wine, or hard liquor. Different license for each different one. With them, they might allow them up to 500 grams on site of rights lawyer, who knows? His contribution to society in that manner is over. He has a couple of choices. Work a regular job like everybody else, or hard drug use, or who knows? But it's not going to be the same future. Those police officers are spending their time wasting taxpayers' money prosecuting that kid, just that small amount of marijuana, when real crime could be happening. Crime that affects everybody on a large scale. It could be robbing a gas station, gun crime, who knows? But it's crime that needs looking at more carefully. It's our tax-paying dollars that are paying that salary to that officer. What would you rather he was doing? Taking a sidestep a minute, if anyone in the audience smokes, think about this. The combined tax between Wisconsin and federal taxes on one packet of cigarettes is $2.78. Now, USA Today will tell you that there are 45 million smokers in the US. If everybody was paying that amount in tax, imagine how quickly that tax bill adds up. This country is currently unknown billions of dollars in debt. We have a deficit that our grandchildren may or may not be able to pay. We need ways to find that deficit, to pay for that. But what about legalizing marijuana? What about making it like cigarettes? You pay tax on it, you can legislate it, you can find ways to make money from it. Let's go back to those college kids for a second. If he was at the party and it was decriminalized or legalized, then the officer might take it from him, but that's all he's going to do. He's going to give him, on your way, don't be so silly. The kid's going to grow up, grow out of weed, and hopefully become a productive member of society. If somebody has a pain disorder in this state right now, they can't get a prescription to help them out. So, if it was decriminalized at the very least, they would have access to it. They wouldn't be prosecuted, persecuted for it. All what legalization would do is mean that they could get a